Well, hi there folks. What have we got here then? Yes, it's a lovely new microphone from Comica. Now, smartphones and cameras have come a long way over the last few years, but one thing that hasn't improved is the microphones inside, and a lot of people do use a good DSLR or even a smartphone for making movies now. As a YouTuber with over 5,000 subscribers now on my channel, I do try and get the best audio I can on my videos, and to that end I've just invested in one of these from Comica. It's a Comica VM20. It's a supercardioid condenser shotgun mic, compatible with most phones and most cameras. Not high priced, not low priced, around the 135 quid mark. And in my initial tests that you'll see further along in the video, I was very impressed with the sound quality. Let's see what else you get in the box here. As you can see, first off, it comes in a nice hard shell case, foam lined to look after the stuff inside. Microphone, which we'll take a better look at in a minute. You've got a foam windshield. You've got a shock mount with a tripod thread on it and a cold shoe so that you can mount it directly onto a DSLR. Tucked in here you've got a dead cat windshield for it, or sound muffler, user manual, and there are a couple of leads, a TRS and a TRRS. Incidentally, it's worth checking that your smartphone, if you're going to use it with a smartphone, is capable of using an external mic. My previous phone, Motorola, wouldn't take an external mic. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's take a look at the microphone. You've got power button, long press, turns it on, and you've also got a battery state indicator. It's got a built-in lithium-ion battery and apparently 60 hours recording time. USB-C there for plugging in, charging, and as I said, possibly plugging into some other devices to record via USB. You've got gain on here, 0 to 10. You've got two low cut filter settings, 75 and 150 Hertz. As you can see there, it's either on, change or off. It feels nice. It's obviously made of metal because it feels cold in my hands, and it's cold in my house. I have made a few video recording samples with different windshields on, different gain settings, out and about in the town. They're coming up. One thing you will notice, which was very noticeable to me, the video quality from my Samsung Galaxy A21 S just shows you how important it is to have EIS, that is gyro stabilization, on a camera sensor, because my phone doesn't have EIS. Mostly I review action cameras. There are something like 50 or 60 on my channel now. Most of the action cameras nowadays have got EIS, and boy does it make a difference. Plus, of course, in fact, action cameras generally have a field of view of 170 degrees, and wide angle lens is much more forgiving of camera shake. But my mobile phone footage is very jerky. But having said that, it was a test of the sound and not of the footage. A couple of other things to mention. First time I tried to use it, I forgot to turn it on because I'm not used to electric mics where you've got to turn it on. Pay attention to that. I've also seen reports of people forgetting to turn it off and putting it in their kit after a session somewhere. So having said that, you've got 60 hours battery life anyway, but do remember to turn it on and turn it off. The other thing to mention is I actually shot my foam footage using the Comica CVM VM10 kit just there, which is a very convenient hand-holding device, holding your phone, mounting the shock mount, mounting the mic and so on. Good bit of kit, and of course if you want to use it for vlogging you can just turn the mic round, face it you that way. I shall link this as well below somewhere. As far as the sound quality goes, obviously you're not going to hear much difference probably on a laptop or on a phone, but I played my audio samples through my ancient vintage Bowers and Wilkins very high quality hi-fi speakers, and the quality was really good. I wish I'd had a chance to record some live music with it, but of course everything's shut down now. But the quality was really good. It was a lovely, clean, crisp sound. And whether you're a wannabe YouTube vlogger or just an amateur or semi-pro that wants to put decent audio on their videos, I don't think you'd go far wrong with this. Anyhow, that's it for now. Let's take a look at my audio samples shot down at the local seafront. Well, I'm out and about with the Comica shotgun mic VM20, and this is with the foam windshield on. and I'm just recording direct to my Samsung Galaxy A21 S, which is a fairly budget phone really. Let's see what the sound's like with the foam windshield on. Not a lot of wind, but there's a little bit of breeze on the water here at the harbour. So I'll take off the foam windshield, let's see how that sounds. I've got the gain set at 5 at the moment. Right, that's with the windshield off. I wonder how much difference that made. Pretty low wind to sun here in Torbay. Oh, I don't know if you can see the cruise ships over there. Since COVID started, we've had several cruise ships anchored in Torbay because it's a good sheltered bay. Right, now I'm going to try it with the Dead Cat furry mic cover on. Right, and now this is with the Dead Cat mic windshield on, the kind of furry one. It looks like a cat's tail. Wonder what that's like. Then I think I'll move out there by the traffic, try different gain settings to see how much it affects the audio quality. So 1, 2, 3, I'm just testing this mic and I've got the Dead Cat windshield on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, talking, talking, talking. Yeah, there's no point filming and not talking when you're trying to do a mic test, is there? So this is Torquay Harbour, which is in South Devon, the southwest of England. Just for comparison purposes, this is me walking along and talking directly to the phone. In other words, using the internal microphone in this Galaxy A21. Let's see what that sounds like. So this is phone audio with an ambulance screaming by, and this here coming up is audio from the microphone. Right, and I'm back to using the foam windshield now. Right, so this is the foam windshield. Oh, and the sun's come out. So what can we talk about here? Torbay and Torquay. This was popular in Victorian times when people started going down to the seaside for holidays. Probably a bit jerky this. I'm not being very steady with the way I'm holding this camera here, and it's not a gimbal handheld gadget that I've got. It's another Comica thing, but it'll give you an idea of the sound quality. Right, so let's head out by the traffic now, see what the traffic sounds like and see how much background sound it picks up. Well, we're down by the harbour again. Gain is still on 5, but we're next to what normally is quite a busy road. I want to see how much background noise it's picking up when there's traffic going by. I'll try that on gain 5. Of course, not less traffic now than there would be if it wasn't for COVID, because we're in lockdown at the moment. So let's have a listen, see what the background noise is like. Oh, typical, there's no traffic at the moment. Can you hear the sound of that bus engine, I wonder? Right, let's try it on gain 10. Right, and that is on gain 10 now. In other words, maximum. And here's my voice coming in, breaking the silence. So now let's go all the way down to gain 1. Right, well that's gain one, and it has got quite noisy now. The bus just pulled away, so let's see how that sounds. Anyway, back up to gain 5. That seems to me a fairly medium setting. Bus is behind me now. I wonder if it's picking up more noise from that than it is from me. Let's see how directional it is. I'll turn round so that the bus is behind the mic now, and now the bus is in front of the mic, because this type of mic should be directional. But I think I've just about covered all the audio tests that I can do with this, so let's get back to my studio. Actually, before we go back to my studio, let me give you a bit of useless information. You may or may not have heard of Agatha Christie, crime writer. Torquay was actually the birthplace of Agatha Christie. So there you go, now you know. Right, back to the studio. Well, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. In a nutshell, a very good budget microphone with a nice crisp, clear sound and good price. So that's it then anyway. Hope you found this helpful. If you're locked down like me, there's plenty of stuff on my channel to keep you amused. Mostly action camera tests, but plenty of flying, sailing, wildlife, all kinds of videos. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more, and perhaps even give me a like. But that's all for now. Stay safe. Hopefully I'll catch you all again later. And thanks for watching.